friends, how are you all? I hope you all are doing great. By the way, do you know that many people on this planet actually keep the thought of a revenge in their minds throughout their life? Do you know that the anger, all this revenge thoughts which goes on in the mind of people actually impacts not only the other person, but it also impacts your own self. It impacts your own life. Do you know that 85% of the issues of the health problems which people face throughout their life is because of the anger and the revenge thoughts which people hold in their minds? My friends, in this video, you will understand how you can keep all such thoughts of revenge, anger outside your mind, and how you can practice forgiveness. And my friends, forgiveness is a great tool to keep anger and revenge thoughts outside your mind. In this video, you will understand the advantages of forgiveness and role, what pivotal role, what important role forgiveness actually plays in our life. So, my friends, let's start. To make mistake is human, but to forgive is divine. Yes, my friends, I'll repeat. To make mistakes is human, but to forgive people is divine. And these words are so true in this universe. Messing up, making errors is a part of our life. It's the human nature. It's the way we human functions. It's a flaw which is there in our human beings. But my friends, trust me, in relationships, errors will happen. It might be small, it might be big. Tussles will happen. Arguments will happen. Disagreements will happen. There will be instances which will lead to sorrows and a sense of betrayal in your mind. But forgiveness can also happen, my friend. It is a fact of life. If there is anger, if there is a sense of revenge, if there is a sense of betrayal, then my friends, imbibing a sense of forgiveness can also happen. My friends, many of us usually think that to forgive is a final dispenser of God. But my friends, please understand, you, me, everybody around us also have that power to forgive others. My friends, forgiving people will not only help us in avoiding resentments and so on, and the issues in a relationship, it will also help us to improve our own mindset. It will also help us to improve our own physical health, and that's really, really important in today's life. So, first, let's understand what actually forgiveness means. My friends, forgiveness doesn't mean that you are accepting the wrongdoing of others. Forgiveness doesn't mean that the act of wrongdoing or the wrong act which is done is actually fine. Forgiveness doesn't necessarily mean that you are actually forgetting what had happened in your past. But what forgiveness actually means is that you are actually eliminating all the negativity from your mind that is popping up because of hurt which you had received in the past from somebody. It just means that you are actually letting go all the emotional packages which are there, which you are carrying right now because of the old argument, old resentment, old tussle which had happened in your past. And my friends, it is really, really important that you actually remove all those old emotional baggages from your mind. And it is really, really important for the betterment of your own future and your present. Now, let's deep dive into the reasons why we should actually forgive people. First point is that it will help us, our own self, to grow, and it will help us to live a happy and a peaceful life. Let's say I have a old tussle with one of my friends, and whenever he will meet, or whenever he calls me, or whenever we have some interaction, all those negative thoughts, negative feelings, the sense of revenge comes in my mind. What will go in my mind? I will start concentrating only on negative things. And my friends, once you start concentrating on negative things, you are indirectly attracting more and more negativity in your physical world. So, my friends, by avoiding and by forgiving that person, you are actually removing all those negative burdens, the negative thoughts. And once you actually forgive that person from the bottom of your heart, you will actually experience that now, after that sense of forgiveness is done, you will feel that if even if that person comes in front of you, even if his thoughts comes in your mind, the sense of negativity will come down. And at one stage, at some point in their time, once you start practicing this on a regular basis, you will see that even if that person actually comes in front of you, you will not have a sense of anger, you will not have a sense of revenge in your mind. Forgiveness also helps us to remove all the old emotional baggages of our past. And once those emotional baggages are removed, we will free up our mind, and there will be an actual space for us in our mind to live truly in our present, and it will help us to plan our future towards betterment. And I'm sure once you start planning towards a better future, you will attract better and better future in your life. Forgiveness also helps us to move on in our life. Usually, I have seen many people who hold the anger, hold the sense of revenge in their mind, and they are just stuck at that situation in their life for 1 or 2 years. And my friends, they lose those 1 or 2 precious years of their life just because of that anger and that revenge. So, if we start forgiving, the sooner we forgive the other person, the better it is, because those anger and those revenge are moved out from our mind, and we keep moving on our life towards success. Next, the sense of forgiveness actually enhances positivity in our mind. It actually enhances the positive powers which we have. And my friends, you can actually experience those positive powers once you implement this action in your life. One more point I want to share with you all is that if we keep the sense of anger, if we keep the sense of revenge in our mind, actually we create an invisible chain which is tied between that particular person and you. And that invisible chain is actually something you will feel as if it is tied to your neck, and it's holding your neck, it is holding your breath, and you will feel the suffocation of that if you keep those anger and those sense of revenge in your mind. So if you want to come out of that chain, if you want to break that chain, that invisible chain with that person, if you want to relieve yourself from that suffocation, start practicing forgiveness, and that will help you in your life. Forgiveness actually helps in maintaining our physical and mental health. Once we forgive other person, the negative thoughts, the anger, the sense of revenge actually moves out of our mind. And once those thoughts goes out of our mind, the negative impact which normally these types of thoughts have on our body and on our health will reduce. And that way we can work towards a better physical and a mental health. It also removes the clouds of negativity from our eyes and from our mind, and it will help us to attract more and more opportunities which we can implement in our life, and we can raise our life to the next level. So now one question that might come in your mind is that when should I forgive the person? Should I forgive the person when the sense of anger is starts to reduce and it becomes negligible, or when I actually take a revenge from that person? No, no, my friends. Actually, it's not on this stage or in that stage. In fact, you should forgive the other person as soon as you feel that that person has hurted you. As soon as the sense of anger comes in your mind, start forgiving that person. As soon as you feel the sense or that you have to take a revenge from that person, start relaxing your mind and start forgiving that person, and just imagine that there is no need of revenge with that person. you should forgive that person immediately, as soon as you can. If you and at this stage, if you have any sense of anger, any sense of revenge in your mind for any of your relatives, your boss, your any other person on this planet, forgive them right here, right now, my friend. And now we will understand how we should forgive. So there are a few tips which I'll be sharing with you all on how you should forgive the other person. First is assess the situation from the other person's perspective. Put yourself in the other person's shoes and imagine why he did this at that point of time. And once you do that, you will actually understand the problem of the other person. You will understand that from where he is coming and why he did what he did in your life. And once you understand that, you will actually forgive that person for whatever hurt, whatever problems that guy has created in your life. Second point is, don't just blame the other person that he did that. Take the onus on yourself also. You could have stopped him doing that. You could have taken actions at that point itself so that he or she might have realized what harm he or she had done to you, and he might have asked for forgiveness right there at that point, and the matter might have got closed at that point itself. One more point which you can do is to start recollecting all the positive things, all the positive behaviors, all the positive aspects of that person, and you can remove the thoughts of negativity and replace those thoughts with the positive thing. If that guy had hurt you yesterday, there might be something which he did day before or a month before which had been useful for you in your life. So for that thing, you can be grateful to that person. And I'm sure once you start filling up your mind with all those positive points for that person, all the sense of anger, all the sense of revenge will just vanish. One more way you can practice forgiveness is by sitting calmly at one place for 2 to 5 minutes. Close your eyes. Imagine the person sitting next to you and he is telling you that, my friend, on that day I did this which had hurted you, which had harmed you in this way, in this way, and in this way. And I am really sorry for that, because there were no intentions on my side to hurt you. I had to do that because so and so problem was there in my life, because of which I did this, and because of which I had hurted you on that day. I am really sorry for whatever happened to you. Imagine the person saying all these words, and now visualize yourself saying that, my friend, it's okay. I have forgiven you. You had hurted me that day, but I am forgiving you today. Repeat this word. Do this process on a daily basis for 5 to 10 days, and you will see that your sense of anger, your level, your momentum of revenge will reduce. I hope, my friends, you have liked this perspective of forgiveness, these advantages of forgiveness, the way the forgiveness can help you to improve your life and to remove all those emotional baggages of sense of anger and sense of revenge. And I'm sure that you will start practicing all these rituals and will take your life to the next level and will achieve more and more success in your life. Lastly, I want to share with you all that I have a Facebook group called Abundance Minders, where I keep on sharing such informative videos, blog posts, and podcasts with the group members. And those group members make most out of these videos and blog posts, and they have started implementing the rituals and the practices which I share with them, and they have started taking actions, and they are taking themselves towards the stage of success, and I'm sure one day they will achieve success in their life. So, if you want to be a part of that group, if you want to be a part of that journey towards success, then do connect with me on Facebook Messenger and I'll add you in that group. With this, my friends, I come to the end of this video. Wish you all a lot and lot of abundance in your life. Goodbye, take care, God bless, thank you.